team of locals had already begun the groundwork for our stadium. They were using shipping containers which would form the framework, and we had even lined up some football cars for the Argentinians to use. But then we received word that up ahead there was some kind of protest about our visit, and the producers decided it'd be best if we went to a nearby hotel.
A Shire.
Who's that lot in the carport, James? Do you know?
I've seen them before, but I'm not sure who they are.
Well, this lot are taking a lot of interest in the camera vehicles. What is it?
I don't know what these boats came out of, but they're heading this way.
They're coming down the front.
There is. Are they coming up here? James, please keep your face back.
You've seen the vehicle there with the flag and all that kind of stuff, and there must be about 10 or 15 in the foyer just now. I spoke to the manager. He's a little bit, not a lot that he can do. So I think at the moment, if we all stay in our rooms.
All right, here's the situation. We're holed up in this room. I don't know whose it is, but it isn't ours. There's a gang. Nationalists, whatever, believe that the Falklands are Argentinian, they don't like the British, and they're in the hotel. Oh, we're stuck in here, and we don't know what's going on. The protesters consisted of some Falkland War veterans and their associates, who said that if we didn't stop filming, there would be trouble. The arrival of the police made us realise this was no idle threat. The head veteran accused us of putting a fake number plate on the Porsche that was a deliberate reference to the Falklands War. Our producers tried to explain it wasn't fake and that it would be replaced for the game of football, but they got nowhere. Are you saying we've got to get the hell out of Tierra del Fuego?
Absolutely.
We're being ordered to leave Tierra del Fuego, yes?
We are. They want us as people out.
We have just been ordered out of Tierra del Fuego, ordered out of effectively Argentina.
Well, we haven't had any animosity whatsoever in the whole trip. Everybody's been perfectly decent, very charming.
All we wanted to do was come here and play football. And what's happened is... The producers said it would take 24 hours to organise the departure of such a large crew. But even though the police were present, the veterans said a mob was on its way, and that there would be violence if we weren't gone in 3.
Right, guys, everyone grab a bit of equipment, please. Everyone grab something, okay?
Can we get an escort?
Meanwhile, the 3 of us, who were the main target for the protesters' anger, were still holed up in our room. Now, we've been doing a lot of Butch Cassidy stuff on the way over here.
Come on.
This is Butch Cassidy for real.
Guys, everyone in the cars.
With 4 tons of equipment loaded into the cars, the 31-strong film crew headed out of town.
You're on your tail, Dev. Keep it tight to the rear.
And soon, darkness fell.
Yeah, everybody just remain cool. The main thing is just to keep this convoy rolling.
A police escort would take them 184 miles to the border town of San Sebastian, where they'd cross over into Chile. And since the protesters' demands had been met, the crew hoped they were out of danger. But a short while later, they realised they were not alone.
Bikes behind the star cars. Bikes behind the star cars.
But there were only a few miles to go to Ushuaia.
Can you reiterate that they're ongoing?
Looking for the Porsche.
So we've got silver counters coming up, cruising down the rear of the convoy. Make sure everybody's windows are up, doors are closed.
On the only road in the middle of nowhere with no phone signal, the crew were being hounded.
They're going to be aggressive.
Then, just outside the town of Tolowin, the police told the convoy to pull over and prepare for an attack.
We have to move as fast as we can, whenever they tell us.
Pullovers or something, put them on the window and close the window so we have protection.
By all means, nobody stops.
As they drove into town, a large mob was waiting.
The people on the left, a lot of people on the left.
They're everywhere. And they were organised.
There's a truck slowing us down too.
The truck blocking the right-hand lane.
It's too slow. That's a deliberate truck just put there.
They're coming out.
The first couple of hits were from eggs. But then, the rock started.
Stuff locked at us.
Coming from down this side.
Drive. Give this one.
Put down.
Run him over!
Go left. Okay.
Run him over!
Road to the right.
I hope everyone's moving.
Keep calm. Go. Right, left.
Keep the convoy rolling, keep it going.
Not trouble. Just keep calm. Carl, pull in front of us.
We've had our driver windows smashed in on B. Starting through the side window. I've been hit, but I'm okay.
Out of town, the crew, two of whom had been hurt, pulled over to repair the multitude of smashed windows.
Alright, let's have to help down on this one now.
And because they were a magnet for trouble, they had to abandon the Porsche, Ford, and Lotus.
Guys, everyone keep up, let's go.
Back on the move, they were now heading for the much larger town of Rio Grande, where they were told a mob in some 300 cars was waiting.
Is there another way?
No, there's no other way.
Yeah, can we get on the phone to an embassy? Negative. We've not got any signal on our sat phone. We're still trying.
Fearing for their lives, the crew abandoned the road and headed cross-country towards the river border we'd used earlier.
Yeah, but they're going straight through. The border is totally closed. We know that. There's a metal bar across the road on the Argentinian side, and we realised we would be crossing it illegally. There's a metal gate on the other side, both of which we could cut and go through.
With the police escort hanging back to make sure the attackers hadn't spotted the ruse, the convoy made it to the river, where a few hours later daylight revealed the viciousness of the attack. This time, there were no diggers or trucks to help ford the river. But after many hours of struggle, our team made it across. And into the welcoming arms of Chile.
We are happy to see you.